Hi students, we start one of the important and interesting topic in physics in 10th class for SSC and CBSE board examination, that is electromagnetism. By learning this concept, it gives us knowledge and technology. Some scientists studied about electromagnetism, that's why they invented, once look at the slide, electric motor, electric generator, electric calling bells, electric cranes, etc. These are all working of based on the principles of physics. Here electric motor, electric generator, calling bells, cranes represent the technology. Principles represent the physics. For example, look at the slide. This is the electric generator. It works based on the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. It was possible by using Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. Here Faraday law of electromagnetic induction represents physics and electric generator represents the technology. It is possible, it is designed because of principles of physics. Physics generates new technology, technology gives rise to new physics. Both are useful to society. That's why by learning this concept, it gives us knowledge and it tells us how to develop the technology. The technology is useful to society. Now coming to our topic, electromagnetism. Electromagnetism. The word electromagnetism is combination of electricity and magnetism. Generally, electricity is defined flow of charge. Flow of charge is nothing but electricity. What is the cause of electricity? In general, if you take any city, in that city human beings, animals living. In this electricity, charges are present, charges are living. Now, electric charge can be either positive and negative. Means, if the positive and negative charges are in motion, it causes the current electricity, causes of electricity. If positive and negative charges are moving or are in motion, it causes current electricity. If positive or negative charges are in rest, it causes static electricity. Current means charges are in motion. Example for the current electricity in our daily life, working of all electrical appliances like bulb, tube lights, AC, washing machine. These are all causes because of example for the current electricity. Now, static means charges are at rest. Now, example for the static electricity is lightning. Lightning is the best example for static electricity in our daily life. Now, what is the magnetism? Magnetism is nothing but the force of attraction or repulsion between magnets and magnetic materials. We know that there are two types of magnets, natural magnets, artificial magnets. Artificial magnets are, look at the slide, are bar magnets, horseshoe magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet, etc. Every magnet has two magnetic poles. One is north pole, second one is south pole. Now, coming to some example to understanding magnetism definition. Now, here two bar magnets are there, two bar magnets. One bar magnet is facing the north pole, one bar magnet facing the south pole. When the two bar magnets are bringing close to each other, what will happen? They are attract each other. They are attract each other. It is a magnetism. Means the force of attraction between magnets is called magnetism. Now coming to second one. Here one of the bar magnet facing north, second one also north. Here one of the bar magnet facing is south, second also south. When these are all being close to each other, what will happen? Automatically they are repel each other. Means it's also magnetism. Means the force of repulsion between magnets is called magnetism. Now coming to third one. Here there is a one bar magnet, north and south. Second one is magnetic compass. We know that magnetic compass contains magnetized needle. It is always shows north-south direction. When the bar magnet kept just below the compass, then the magnetic compass needle deflects. It's also magnetism. Means the force of attraction, the force of repulsion between magnets, magnetic materials is called magnetism. When does the magnetic compass needle deflect? When the magnets kept just above the compass, then only magnetic compass needle deflects. Means there is a magnet, there is a deflection in the magnetic needle. This concept is useful coming section. In the previous classes, in 6th and 7th class, we studied about electricity and magnetism. They are separated lessons. But here, what is the reason the lesson named as electromagnetism? Is there any relation between electricity and magnetism? Earlier, the people were believed that electricity and magnetism, they were two different unconnected sciences. In that time, in the year of 1820, one of the famous scientists once look at the board. His name Hans Christian Ørsted. He played an important role in understanding electromagnetism. He gave lot of lectures among the public to know relation between what is the relation between electricity and magnetism. One day he did one experiment that never was performed before. Now, from this experiment, he discovered that electricity and magnetism, they are not different unconnected sciences, they are interconnected each other. There is a relation between them. Now, what is that experiment? Now, what is Ørsted experiment? Once see. Ørsted experiment. By using this experiment, he said that electricity, magnetism were not two different unconnected sciences. They are interconnect each other. there is relation between them. Here, this is the arrangement of Oersted experiment. This is a thermocol sheet. This is a copper wire, matic compass, battery, key or switch. These are all wooden sticks. These are all required materials. Now, take thermocol sheet and fix two thin wooden sticks. They have small slits at the top of their hands. Now, arrange the copper wire which is passes through these slits. Make a circuit. The circuit consists of 3 or 9-volt battery, key and copper wire which is connected in series. Now, keep the one matic compass placed just below the wire, just below the copper wire. This is the arrangement of Oersted experiment. Generally, you know that when the switch is opened, there is no current passes through the wire. When the switch is closed, there is a current passes through the wire. Now, here switch is opened, means there is no current passes through the wire. Consequently, there is no deflections in the magnetic compass needle. When does the magnetic compass needle deflects? When the bar magnet kept just above the magnetic compass needle deflects. Due to magnetic effects, magnetic compass needle deflected. There is a magnet, there is a deflections in the magnetic needle. Whenever switch is on, switch is closed, the current is passes through the wire. Whenever switch is on, the current passes through the wire. Then magnetic compass needle deflects. Here there is no magnet, but there are deflections. It means here current carrying wire acts as a magnet. That's why the magnetic compass needle deflects. By using this concept and from this experiment, he discovered that when the current is passed through the wire, then the wire produces magnetic field. It is a wire produces magnetic field. Then only the magnetic compass needle deflect. When is the current is passed through the wire, then the magnetic field produced around the wire. This wire behaves as a magnet. Simply, you say that current carrying wire produces magnetic field. Current carrying wire produces magnetic field. Current carrying wire produces magnetic field. When when the current is passed through the wire, then the magnetic field produced around the wire, this wire behaves as a magnet. Then only magnetic compass needle deflects. Current carrying wire produces magnetic field. Your wire behaves as a magnet. Okay? From this experiment, you can say current carrying wire produces magnetic field. For good understanding purpose, look at the video, just have a look. Take thermocol sheet and take two wooden sticks. Their hands, they have small slits. Fix the in thermocol sheet. Now take copper wire arranged through these slits. Now one end of the wire connected with the key. Take similar wire, that is one end of this wire connect to the other end of the key. Now these two hands connected to the two terminals of the battery, and keep the one bar magnet, means compass, just below the wire. Now bring the horseshoe magnet, what will happen? It repelled, means it is a deflects. Remove the horseshoe magnet. When the current is flows, the same thing happened, the magnetic compass needle deflects, means current carrying wire produces magnetic field. From this experiment, what we observe that when the current is passes through the wire behaves as a magnet. Current carrying wire produces magnetic field. In which direction the magnetic compass needle deflects? The direction of motion of magnetic compass needle depends on direction of flow of current. The direction of motion of magnetic compass needle depends on direction of flow of current. Once look at the slide. When the direction of current is from south to north, the direction of deflections of magnetic needle from north to west. When the direction of current is from north to south, the direction of deflection is from north to east. Like that, you can say direction of magnetic needle. Now coming to Faraday experiment. Faraday is also said that there is a relation between electricity and magnetism. Before going to Faraday experiment, you have to know about little bit about Faraday. Look at the slide. Michael Faraday was one of the important or famous scientists. He was the son of blacksmith. His father was worked as bookbinder. Michael Faraday was going to his father's shop regularly. He was interested on reading books. One day he was reading one book. In that he saw one experiment, that is Oersted experiment. Oersted experiment said that current carrying wire produces magnetic field. After read this experiment, he got an idea, that is current is responsible for the magnetic field. Why not magnetic field is responsible for the current? Based on this idea, He did so many experiments. Among that, this is the one of the experiment. Faraday experiment. Take one coil which is connected to the galvanometer and place the bar magnet near the coil. Now, what is the importance of galvanometer here used? Galvanometer is a device which is used to measure small amount of current like milliampere, microampere, nanoampere. When the galvanometer needle deflects, the deflections represent there is current in the coil. From this, what you understood that when the galvanometer needle deflects, there is a current in the coil. Now, initially, the bar mat here. Initially, there is no deflections in the galvanometer, means there is no current in the coil. Whenever the bar magnet moves towards the coil, there is a deflections in the galvanometer needle, means current is generated in the coil, means here galvanometer needle deflects, it shows current in the coil. Now, the bar mat kept here, it is a rest position. Again, there is no deflections in the galvanometer needle, means there is no current in the coil. Again, the bar magnet moved away from the coil, Again, there are deflections in the galvanometer needle, means again current is generated in the coil. From this, what you observe that the magnet effects generate the current. Magnet effects generates current. Actually, here you have to use one word, change in magnetic flux. In the place of magnet effects, you have to use one word, change in magnetic flux linked with the coil, then the current is generated in the coil. This is in the place of magnetic effects, you can write change in magnetic flux. Here current is induced current. Current is induced current. Induced current. Now, for good understanding purpose, look at the video, just have a look. Take a circular coil and ends of the wires connected to the sensitive galvanometer. Initially, there is no deflection in the galvanometer. It shows less amount of the current. There is no current. Now, when the bar magnets moves towards the coil, then the galvanometer needle deflects. It means current generated in the coil. Again, there is no current at the rest position. Now, again the bar mat away from the coil, again current is generated in the coil. From this, okay, sir? From this experiment, we observe that change in mat flux, magnetic effects generate induced current. From this experiment, you observe that current carrying wire produces magnetic field. Here current represent electricity. Here magnetic field represent magnetism. Magnetism. Here change in magnetic flux represent magnetism. Here current represents electricity. From this, we observe that electricity is responsible for magnetism. From this, magnetism is responsible for electricity. Electricity is responsible for magnetism. By using this concept, electric motor works. Magnetism is responsible for electricity. By using this concept, electric generator works. So, by these two experiments, they said that, they means Oersted and Faraday said that, and you can say that electricity, magnetism are not two different unconnected sciences. They are interconnect each other. Electricity responsible for magnetism, magnetism responsible for electricity. That's why there is a relation between them, electricity and magnetism. Now, from this understood that. Okay, now from this class you understood that, means you can define electromagnetism, that is branch of physics. Electromagnetism is the branch of physics which deals with the study of electricity and magnetism and interaction between them. That is the electromagnetism. The study of electricity and magnetism and interaction between them, that is the electromagnetism. Some scientists influenced by these experiments, they did so many experiments on electromagnetism. That's why they invented so many electrical appliances, dynamo, TV, radio, etc. In our daily life, we use several appliances like electric motor, generator, calling bells, cranes, microphone, headphones, MRI machines, security check, working of induction stove, working of ATM card. These are all working due to electromagnetism. Okay? Once look at the slide to understanding similarity of electricity and magnetism. See some similarities. In the electricity, electrical force. In the magnetism, magnetic force. In the electricity, electric field. In the magnetism, magnetic field. Here source is charges, here source is permanent magnets. Here charges are positive and negative, here poles are north and south pole. Here opposite charges are attract, here opposite poles are attract. Like charges repel, like poles repel. Here field lines means electric field lines, here magnetic field lines. These are all some similarities between electricity and magnetism. In this section, you have learned Oersted experiment and Faraday experiment to know about the relation between electricity and magnetism. From Oersted experiment, current carrying wire produces magnetic field. And electricity and magnetism, they are not different unconnected sciences, they are interconnect each other. There is a relation between them. In our daily life, use many appliances, electric motor, generator, calling bells, cranes, induction stove, and ATM, working of ATM. These are all work due to electromagnetism. In the next section, we will discuss about terminology of electromagnetism.